Welcome back to Mass Appeal. So dinner time can be a very hectic time of the day.
But before you grab a quick dinner on the go, you'll want to make sure you're choosing the right foods. Nutritionist Dr. Laura Hutchinson joins us now to tell us which ones you should eat and which ones you shouldn't. All right, we're talking pizza right now, and I was talking to you earlier, and it kind of breaks my heart of what you shouldn't eat, but let's get started.
Okay, so when we think about pizza, usually when we're ordering a pizza at a pizza place, or now a lot of fancier restaurants are offering fancier kinds of pizza as well, typically you get to build your own, right? You get a choice of toppings. So let's talk a little bit about what we should go for and why, and then what we shouldn't go for and why.
Sounds great. Let's get started.
All right, so we'll start with the sauce. So, typically pizza has marinara sauce, but lately there have been some trends in ranch style pizza, so ranch dressing, and then also pesto on pizza. So my eat this is going to be the tomato sauce. Sometimes there's a little added sugar in tomato sauce, but very low in fat, almost non-fat unless you add a little bit of oil to it. So, your typical traditional marinara sauce is great. What you don't want to go for, and I'm going to have you do this one for us, Seth, okay?
Right.
Thank
what
you.
you don't want to go
favorite.
for is, well, that's going to be an almost. So the ranch dressing is a never.
Okay. Never put a ranch
Yeah,
dressing on.
well, very rarely. I mean, this counts as your discretionary calories. There's no, great nutritional value to ranch dressing. It's 17 grams of fat and about 180 calories in 2 tablespoons.
Slather that on there, Seth.
Whereas with the
enjoy this
marinara
one.
sauce, you only have about 70 to 80 calories per half cup. So you're really saving a lot of calories and a lot of saturated fat there.
Now, what's the almost option, though?
The almost option is our basil pesto here. So when we look at pesto, right? Pesto has some things that might be not that in it. We don't really need extra Parmesan cheese in our pizza necessarily, but we do have some good healthy fats in there too. So we have some pine nuts and we have some olive oil as well. And pine nuts and olive oil are really high in monounsaturated fat that have some heart protective properties.
Okay, I'm happy about this because I'm kind of a big pesto fan
Me
as far
too.
as pizza goes. So I was happy when you said it's a maybe.
I'll take maybe.
Made me feel better.
All right, and so let's be honest, we're gonna add cheese to our pizza, so we can both add
have
some
to.
cheese to our pizza. But what I want you guys to do on your Not That pizza is add a little bit extra. So
okay.
extra
I'm good at
cheese, I mean, cheese is per serving is gonna have about 100 calories and somewhere between 7 and 11 grams of fat, depending on, what type of cheese you're picking. Mozzarella cheese is a little bit lower in fat than some others, than your hard cheeses like Parmesan and cheddar. So mozzarella is a relatively, especially if you use part skim cheese, is a relatively lower fat cheese.
You know what's sad, though, Dr. Hutchinson? This pizza I want to eat so badly.
Okay, well, we're gonna make the other one look really
Good.
pretty right now,
Good, 'cause
okay?
it's a hard sell right now.
All right, so when we look at the Eat This Pizza toppings to think about, we really want to think about nutrient density. So how many colors and how many flavors and how many vitamins and minerals can we pack in to this pizza? And so when we think about nutrient density, we really think about vegetables, right? Vegetables are the most nutrient dense foods on earth. So here I have lots of different types of vegetables. We have some mushrooms. We put some mushrooms on there. We have some peppers. We can fancy it up with some sun-dried tomatoes.
So the more vegetables, the better.
The more vegetables,
And
the
I
better.
think it makes you feel a little more full when you cover the pizza with so many good things.
Definitely, and there's so much fiber in vegetables that it does give you a little bit of lasting fullness without all of the calories. And I have Seth over there putting together the Not That pizza.
AKA my dream pizza.
Yeah,
I
which
know.
is a saturated
Put bacon
fat
on it, Seth.
bomb
Bacon
over
on it.
there. So we have a saturated fat bomb full of pepperoni, sausage, and breaded chicken. All right, if you're gonna go for chicken, go for a grilled chicken. You don't need extra breading on your bread-filled pizza already.
But can you still have, one of these things, everything in
Yeah,
moderation?
Exactly. If you are a bacon lover, I would say, go for lots of veggies on the pizza and ask for a little bit of bacon on there. If you're a pepperoni lover, same thing, but you don't need extra cheese 4 types of meat with tons of saturated fat and breaded chicken on the top of your pizza. Not necessary.
I can do the veggies and pepperoni. I can compromise on that.
Okay, all right, great. And then if you're thinking you want some sort of sausage or something but want it to be a little bit healthier, they do sell a lot of things like chicken sausage. Chicken sausage is a great choice on pizza. You know, it doesn't have quite as much saturated fat, but with the cheese and with the crust, the pizza tends to be a little bit greasy already. So, you know, you're not going to miss that oil from the saturated fat on a pizza.
That's true. Well, those look great. Both pizzas, I will admit, they both look good. But we're not done with you, Dr. Hutchinson. So later on today, we are going to do Eat This, Not That for another one of our favorites, for hamburgers.
We're back in the kitchen with nutritionist Dr. Laura Hutchinson, and we're talking about healthy dinner on the go.
Yeah, so now we're talking burgers. Because once again, this burger, the don't eat this burger is the one that I just want. I want all that bacon.
Yeah, so there you can have some added saturated fat on your burger if you really watch the portion size, and then also if you just take moderate amounts. What tends to happen in restaurants is we tend to add so much more than one portion size to our burgers that if you're making it at home, you know, a little cheese and a little bacon's okay, but if you're ordering it out, the amount of cheese put on there is enough for 3 people.
It is a lot. I know a lot when the burger comes to me. You should pat me on the back for this. I take off some bacon. Because there's just too much. But a little crunch is okay.
There's no such thing as too much bacon. I take away the bun though, and I eat all of my bacon.
See, that's where I can't compromise.
But let's start at the meat itself. How can we do better? Because I know there's different grades and percentages of hamburger.
Right. So if you get, you know, a high quality beef that's 90% lean or so, or, you know, coming into fashion now are the buffalo burgers. You know, we have some buffalo farms right around here, and you can get your bison burger. And then also, you know, we have, in terms of the meat, you really just want to look for the percentage lean, because a lot of people will buy a turkey burger thinking it's healthier, and a lot of times if it's a lower quality meat or if it's, you know, 80% lean, then that turkey burger doesn't have as good of a taste as a regular burger for a lot of people, and you might actually have more calories and more saturated fat in there.
See, I always opt for the turkey because I think it's healthier.
Yeah, if you're going to a chain restaurant, what I would do is, you know, most of them have the nutrition facts available online, and just take a look. You know, is it worth it to get the turkey burger? Because in some restaurants it is, but it's not always the healthier choice.
All right, let's talk about the bun. This is delicious, but it's full of calories, full of fat. What is the way to make that healthier?
Okay, so when we look at the bun, typically a bun is just refined grains, right? It's stripped of vitamins and minerals, and it's stripped of fiber. So you just end up having pure starch, so empty calories, right? So you really want to watch the portion size if you're going for a bun like this. I mean, this bun has about 400 calories in it, or 4 servings of bread, right? But if you got a smaller, you know, regular sized hamburger bun, you might only be having 90 to 100 calories. You could also go for a whole grain variety. If you have a 100% whole grain bun, then you get a lot of fiber and some more vitamins and minerals like iron and B vitamins added, and that can be really helpful too.
Or you can go with the piece of lettuce as a bun.
Yeah, so there's a new fashion to have your burger in the grass, and a burger in the grass is either a burger between 2 lettuce leaves, or it might just look like a salad burger like I made right here. So a burger just on top of the lettuce. And so, you know, if you have that burger on the grass, in terms of these 2 burgers, it just saved you 400 calories.
That's true, not even counting the bacon or the cheese. But let's talk toppings, because that's very festively topped, and I think I could eat it even though there's no cheese or bacon on it.
I tried to make it pretty for you since you were dissing my pizza before.
No, it's no offense, because I'll eat both pizzas.
Okay, so when we look at the toppings, you know, a lot of people like to creatively top their burgers, and we have a lot of restaurants now that just sell burgers creatively topped. So let's talk about how we can make the best choices here. going for vegetables is always a good idea. And if you're looking for a creamier taste or a more fatty taste, if you usually put mayonnaise or something on your burger, then avocado can be a great substitute. It has some fat in it, but it's monounsaturated fat. So as I had said before, that's much more heart healthy. And then you're getting some nutrition in there too, some good vitamin E instead of just pure fat.
And now lastly, I see some cheese
Yes,
here.
she did this for me.
Are we holding out hope that I can put cheese on the Eat This burger?
Okay, so I just wanted to show you that typically we have about 2 to 3 slices of cheese put on an 8-ounce or 6-ounce burger that tends to be sold at a restaurant. You know, 1 slice of cheese is fine. You know, it does add an extra 7 or 8 grams of fat and 100 calories. But if you have 3 of those slices, that's maybe 300 to 330 calories and about 30 grams of fat. I mean, you already have enough fat on that burger that you don't really need to add 3 slices of cheese and then 2 more slices of bacon.
That's all right. Well, 1 slice it is then.
Okay.
Dr. Hutchinson, thank you so much for
Thank
showing
you.
us this.
Thank
I think I
you.
might actually eat this and not that now.
All right,
I still
great.
might have to put some cheese on.
And for all our tips with Dr. Laura Hutchinson, head over to our website, mymassappeal.com, later today.
And